Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Fumi Flarami and I bring to you another dose of motivational talks and encouragement. And today I will be talking about the benefits of reading. And I know that we all know that we should read and all that, but which is why this is basically a reminder of the fact that we need to read and why we need to read. So, because this is a very serious matter, I'm going to put on my glasses. Okay, so like I said, I will be talking about the benefits of reading today. And like I said, it's just a reminder because we all know that we should read, but apparently many of us have very, very busy life schedules and we have a lot of things vying for attention. And it's not like we don't want to read, but we just find ourselves turning between a lot of things calling for our attention. And so I just want to remind you, when you remember the reasons why you want to do something, you definitely create time for it and you're able to do it. So I'm going to tell you about 10 different benefits of reading, why you should read. I know, so like a while ago I was watching like a video about Chimamanda. She was talking about benefits of reading, why people should read, and how people could actually read and all that. And I thought that was really nice. And so at the beginning of last year, 2020, I had made up my mind that I wasn't going to do like any shopping or stuff like that. If I wanted to buy things for myself, it was basically going to be self-care stuff and books. And so all through 2020, I invested in books, and that was it. I actually set out at the beginning of that year to build a family library, a very rich family library, and that was what I did. And so I went about doing that. So buying books is one thing, establishing a library is one thing, actually reading is another thing. So that's like a step. Going a step further. And so I'll just basically talk about the benefits of reading. Why should we even read at all? And why is it really necessary for us to do this thing? So number one, you want to read. You want to get into the habit of reading because it improves your focus and your concentration. And I have a friend who kind of reached out to me recently. I was like, oh, you need help me, lady. I mean, I'm having issues with like focusing and concentration and all that. I mean, reading basically for pleasure. I'm not talking about reading academic books and all that now. I'm talking about actually reading a book for pleasure is very, very crucial, very important because it helps you focus and concentrate. Like even if you have just few minutes to read, that those few minutes you're dedicating to actually reading a couple of pages of a book helps to enhance your ability to focus, your ability to concentrate on tasks at hand. And this is a very good benefit you want to explore. And another reason, which would be the number two reason why you need to read, is because it develops your verbal abilities. I mean, it expands your vocabulary and you're able to like um learn new words. At times when I'm reading a book and I kind of come across a word, it's like I've never heard the word before. I'm like, what is the meaning of this word? And I go check my of course Google it. Google is your friend. Google the meaning of the word. I'm like enriched because then I'm able to learn a new word, and that kind of enhances my verbal abilities. And you can do the same, which is another reason you need to explore reading as a habit. Another reason, which would be the number three reason why you need to read or get into the habit of reading, is because it improves your imagination. You need to take your mind off the stress of work and just kind of imagine. It helps and enhances your imagination, and especially for little kids, when you get little children into the habits of reading, it improves their imagination, able to like get so creatively imagine, get so creative and all that, and that is a good thing. Number four reason why you need to embrace reading culture is because it reduces stress. It just takes your mind off the stress of work, the stress of motherhood, the stress of fatherhood, the stress of life itself. And it just helps to reduce stress. The few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, if you dedicate 10 minutes a day to study, to reading for pleasure, it takes your mind off a lot of stress of life. And that helps to reduce stress. So that is another reason you need to explore a culture of reading. Another reason, which would be the number five reason, is it number five or number four? Another reason why you need to explore reading as a habit is because it improves your memory. I mean, I'm sure you're all aware of the fact that when you read, it sort of like improves your memory. And how does it do this? Now we know that reading books is to the brain what physical workout is to your body. So it's just like a kind of mental exercise. The way you exercise your brain cells is by reading books. So you don't want your brain cells to atrophy. You want them to actually you want them to you want them to form new synapses. These are like new connections that kind of enhances memory. So that's how it works. You read books and all that. You enhance your synaptic connections of your neurons, which are like the cells in your brain that helps to improve your memory. So that is a good thing. You want that. Another reason why you need to embrace reading as a culture is because it just helps you enjoy arts and improve your outlook on the world generally. So, like I said, I have little ones, and I kind of I've ingrained in my little ones the culture of reading, and so that kind of I noticed that that has enhanced or that has improved the way they see the world in terms of arts. They appreciate nature, they appreciate arts. So this is one thing a reading does. It kind of opens your mind to a whole new world, and you just want to you just have a different appreciation for the world at large. And so another reason you need to read or embrace culture reading is because it just makes you smarter. When you read, you know. When you read, you seek knowledge, you get knowledge, you gain knowledge, and you're smarter. It's that simple. So, of course, another reason to read is because it kind of just helps you expand your vocabulary. Like I said, there are times when you're reading a book and you just come across a new word and you just read the word and you're like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that word before. Or, oh, I knew that word, but I didn't know that it had this meaning. So it kind of helps build your vocabulary. It's just nice. And another reason why I think we should all embrace the culture of reading is because it just makes us better writers. It improves your writing skills, especially for some of us that love writing. When you read, it also enhances your ability to write better, and that is one good thing. So, and one more reason why you need to read is because reading is fun. It's just fun. Just read for the fun. Enter into the author's world and kind of just have fun with it. Just cross your leg, relax after a very hectic day at work, and just read. And how can we actually read? I mean, reading is just like it's not like you pick a book. It's not like you pick a book and then you decide to read this book for the whole. You sit down for the whole day and read the book. I mean, many of us are so busy with life. You're trying to like um do things, and then you're so busy. You're busy with work. You're busy with everything vying for your attention, and it's like the last thing on your mind is to read any book. You just want to sleep. I've been there, I know that. But reading, like I said, for all those benefits I've talked about, is very crucial that we get into the habit of reading. And I recently bought quite a number of books. I bought this Kamala Harris book and all that, and I'm hoping to read this book one day. And how do I want to do this? Like, you don't, especially if you're very busy, you're a busy professional, you don't have time to sit down and read a whole book in a day or two. You can pick the book, read a couple of pages. Maybe you read a chapter of the book a day, and if that is too much, maybe you read like 4 pages of that book every day before you go to bed. Like, just before you wind down for bed, just pick the book and just read like maybe 4 pages. And every day you do that. If you read 4 pages of a book every day, that's four multiplied by 7. I mean, that's amazing. It's amazing how many pages of books you would have read in a week. And imagine how much you read in a month and how much you read in a whole year. So this is really interesting, and we need to all get into the habit of reading, because reading is amazing. It's fun. It helps us improve our memory. It helps us with a lot of things. So we want this. We want to get in the culture of doing this, and we want to get, for those of us that have little ones, you want your little ones, you want to be a role model to them. And then the way to do this is to do that, so they see you do it, and they're able to, it's easier for them to actually do the same. I mean, there's this quote by Dr. Seuss that I came across, and I think it's really interesting. It says that the more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you go. That is awesome. That is amazing. All right, people, till when next I come your way, I want you to stay lifted, because indeed life is beautiful. All right, try to subscribe to my channel, and um, take care. Bye. See you in my next video.